Get ready to know someone a little better. Who is this person? What makes them tick? Where are they from? See the many facets of the person. In their words, from our angles.
My name is Lance Lane. I'm 32 and I'm a photographer, videographer. I have my own business, Fast Lane Imaging. Fly shit. So I was born in East Austin. When I was about 8 or 9 years old, we had moved to Maine, Texas, where I graduated from high school. Got a lot of family down there. My childhood was cool. Really didn't know my biological dad. So the man that I called my dad, my father, came into my life when I was 2. Biological dad, him and my mom split when I was young, so I never really got to know him. He recently just started coming back around. But the man that I knew as my dad and my father, Clifford Wayne Bowser, he just recently passed in February of this year. And after that, it's kind of weird because my biological came out of nowhere and was trying to get to know me. It was actually funny because he was in Maynard for a funeral from my aunt and my cousin's funeral. And when I told him about my photography business, I guess he wanted to show me support. So he gave me $50, but I'm like, it's been 32 years, bro. $50? I mean, it's cool. I appreciated it, but could have did more than that. You could have reached out over the years. Everybody got a Facebook or some type of social media. Having my dad in my life, like I said, he's been in my life since I was 2. So he was the only man that I knew, and he showed me so much. We used to go fishing a lot. He showed me how to work on vehicles. He showed me how to drive at the age of 8. I was, teaching. He taught me how to drive because he taught me, my brother, and my sister all at the same time. I guess he said he wasn't waiting this year, and then years later, he said, I'm teaching all y'all at once. Yeah, so, my dad being a pastor, I had a strong Christian background. Brought up in a Baptist church where you go to church at 7 and you leave at 7. And you're there Monday through Thursday and on the weekends with the youth. So I have God instilled in me. At one point I did distance myself away from the church and me and God wasn't seeing eye to eye. But that was due to just tough life paths, I guess, that I was on. One of them was the military. I was in the military for 5 years, from 2006 to 2011. I did one deployment, was gone for 15 months. Actually cried the day it was time to leave from Iraq to come back to the States. Because for a year and a half, all I knew was Iraq, you know what I'm saying? So that was home to me. And then you coming back and, life still moves since you've been gone. So you really don't know what you're coming back to. When I was in the military, I met my first wife, Brittany. We were young, and at the time I thought that I knew what love was and what being in love was. But that didn't last due to things I did, things she did, issues that never really got talked about or resolved. We just kind of bottled them up until things exploded, which changed the dynamics of the relationship. So I'm married now to the love of my life. Her name is Megan Lane. We've been together for almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years in May. Now that I'm 32 and I've learned a lot from my younger days, I know what love is and what it feels like to be in love with somebody despite any and everything that y'all go through, because we bump heads a lot and I've gotten better with my communication. So instead of me bottling things up and holding on to them, I have become more verbal, because 9 times out of 10 all issues can be resolved if the two parties just sit down and have a cordial conversation without trying to argue or point the finger, because every time you point one finger at somebody, you got 3 pointed back at you. If there's anything that I will want anybody to learn from my life, is to be patient most of all, because a lot of decisions I made, I rushed into them, very impulsive, things I bought, people I dated, people I, interacted with in my life, just to slow down and be patient, because, I mean, what's meant for you will come, don't try to rush into everything. Yeah, just have a happy and free life, because I was mentally trapped within my own mind for years, and I didn't even realize it. And once I was able to break down the box that I was in, it opened up so many opportunities for me in life. I started thinking a different way. And recently, due to some issues that happened between me and Travis County, I had to stop smoking marijuana. And I thought it was going to be worse than it is, but it really has been more freeing than everything, because the time that I would have been using to smoke, I now reinvest that time and that energy into my business, which is starting to pick up speed. At the end of the day, just try to live your life better than you did the day before. I strive every day to be a better person, a better man, a better husband than I was the day before. All right, well, thank y'all for watching this video. If y'all haven't, make sure y'all go over to Keemojo Productions on YouTube, like, subscribe, and check out all the other videos and TV shows that I am glad to be a part of the production team of. Also, if you want to, go over to Fast Lane Imaging on Instagram, Facebook, and .com.
Yeah, on purpose. Now tell me about your...
What are you showing us to?
This is
Filming
angles.
an angle.
No, you're not for
Tell me about your...